Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve another important and popular Leetcode coding question 1146 snapshot array. So as you can see from the like dislike ratio, this is quite popular coding problem on Leetcode. It's of medium complexity. I recently solved this problem and I just thought that it's worthwhile to create a video and explain you the solution how to solve this problem. This is quite interesting problem and we can relate this problem to our version control systems that we used in our software development, right? So this is something similar. So we'll go through this problem in today's session. I'll explain you the logic and the data structure that we can use to solve this coding question. We will also implement our Java solution and test our Java solution. So this is quite interesting, important problem. Make sure you watch this video until the end, so you will completely learn how to implement snapshot array, right? So you might face similar questions in the interviews, like for example, implement a version control system or something like this. So this is a similar question, right? So before we start looking into the problem details with couple of examples and the Java code and the solutions, I want to mention that this channel is to help people in their coding and Java interviews. On this channel, you will find lots of helpful videos that you can use when you are preparing for your coding as well as Java rounds of interviews. For example, there are more than 400 different varieties of coding problems here solved and explained. Many of those are coding questions previously asked by big tech companies including Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo, LinkedIn, Lyft, Uber, Lyft, and many other big companies. Among those solved coding questions, you will find all important coding questions varieties that typically gets asked in the coding interviews, including BFS, DFS, matrix problems, graph problems, binary search tree problems, coding questions related to linked list, strings, optimization problems, hash map related coding questions, priority queue related questions, and lots of logical problems. So if you are preparing for any coding rounds of interviews or Java rounds of interviews, this channel can definitely help you in your interview preparation process. So please subscribe to this channel now. Also, whenever we come across any interesting questions like this, we create videos on this channel so we can discuss more about the problems, the logic, the solutions, and the approaches how to solve those problems with others, so they can also learn how to solve different varieties of problems by watching these videos. So make sure you click on the bell notification icon so you won't miss any important forthcoming videos on this channel. So let's start with this Leetcode 1146 snapshot array. Implement a snapshot array that supports following interface. Snapshot array will take a length initializes an array-like data structure. With given length, initially each element equals 0. Void set index value sets the element at the given index to be equal to that value, right? And then takes the snapshot of the array and returns the snap ID. The total number of times we called snap minus 1, that's what it should return basically, right? So it will take a snapshot of that array that you currently have, and then it will return the number of times we called snaps method minus 1 basically, right? Then get method will take index and snap id and returns value of the given index at the time we took the snapshot with the given snap id, right? So basically whatever the value you want to find out in that array at the time of the snapshot taken, right, you need to find it using this get method. So this is what the snapshot array class will have. All these methods we have to implement. So they have given some example, we'll go there. The length will be between 1 to 50,000. So length is basically this length, right, snapshot array length. After that, at most 50,000 calls will be made to set snap and get method. In 0 is less than equal to index is less than length, and 0 is less than equal to snap id is less than total number of times we call snap, and 0 is less than equal to value is less than 10 raised to 9. So these are the constants. So we'll understand what this problem with the example they have given us. So let's first understand what the problem they are asking us, right? So basically we have to create like that snapshot array class, right? But now This 3 means basically it will have 3 elements, right? Of the 3 elements in the array, correct? So now let's say we created one array here. So let us say that this is our initial array, right? Initial array. So initial array again will have 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Or 0, 1, 2, because there are 3 different positions here, right? So let us go through this example. So set will set the 0th element to 5, right? So this is our now, for example, this is our snapshot 1, right? This is our snapshot 1, correct? So first we will just understand the problem, then it will be clear for you. So 0th element we will set it to 5. So we are setting this 5, right? 0th element. Now we will take a snapshot of this one, right? So snap means we have taken a snapshot. So whatever array we have at that time, we have captured it, like, right? That's what that snap means. Now what happens is we will have next snapshot next time, right? So next snapshot. So next snapshot will look like exactly like this one. In the beginning it will look like this, right? So this is how the snapshot will look like in the beginning. Again it will have 0, 1, 2, and this value is set to 5, correct? Now set 0 to 6. Now what we will do in this, we are currently at this one now, right? So we'll go and set the value to 6 for this value, 0th value to 6. Now they are saying that get value at index 0 for the 0th snapshot. So snapshot index will start at 0. So it means that this is the index 0, this is index 1. So we have to go to this snapshot, right, to get 0th value, 0th index value, and we have to find out the 0th value here. So we will find it 5, so we will return 5 here, right? We are returning 5 here. And this snap will basically, this snap will return 0. Why it is returning 0? Because we are actually calling the snap first time, right? So how many times we have called snap? One time, right? So 1 minus 1 we have to return basically, right? So it is equal to 0. That's why we are returning 0 here, right? So this is what the problem is. So now it's clear to you now, right? Now another thing is, let's say we again have, let's say here we have another get call, and get is asking us to find out the 0th ID at snapshot 1, right? Snapshot 1. So this is the snapshot ID, right? So it means that you should go here and this snapshot 2, and you should find out this value at 0th index, right? So in that case you will return 6 here basically, correct? So you have to find out the index value for that specific snapshot, correct? And snapshot ID starts with 0, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, like this. So you are understanding this, right? Now if you again take a snap method, let's say you have another snap method here, correct? Snap. So what you should do in that case is you will create another snapshot. Now you will create another snapshot with s is equal to 3, let's say, right? We'll just call it snapshot 3, right? And what it will do, it will take this whole array and it will just put it here in the beginning. This is how it will look like. You will have this value 6 here, for example, right? Because we put 6 there, right? And then this one has a index 2, correct? And what you will return for this snap we are calling second time, right? This is first, this is second. So 2 minus 1 you will return. So you will return 1 for this snap. Now you already have this snapshot, right? So when you are setting it next time, you will set it that value on this snapshot, which is current snapshot, correct? You will always set the value on the current snapshot that you have here, correct? Okay, so now you are clear. So one other thing is, uh, sometimes they will ask you to get a value which is not available into the current snapshot, correct? So in that case you have to go into the back previous snapshot to find out that value, correct? So for example, let's say there is one value they are asking you. Let's say, let's just assume that for a discussion that they ask you this value 1. Now this snapshot doesn't have value 1, so you will keep finding that value in previous snapshots like this. You will go here, then you will go here, and you will keep checking if that index value is available in previous snapshot, correct? So that is how we will implement our get method, right? Because it may be possible that the get method have a index value which was available in the previous snapshot, right? And it got reset in the next snapshots, right? So that's why we will implement get method like that. So I hope it is clear to you now how we can what the problem is. Basically what the problem is, you understood, right? It is like a snapshots of arrays. This is the array, so you are taking a snapshot in that time frame, right? So this is the first snapshot, then you will have second, then third, like this, correct? And whenever you are setting the, whenever you have this set method, you will always set it on the current snapshot that you have, okay? And get will always tell you what snapshot it want to look, right? If you don't find that value, then you will go to the previous snapshot and you will keep looking into the previous snapshots until you find the value. If you never find the value, then you just return 0 in that case, okay? So now this is the approach that we will use. But now how to implement the data structure, how will we capture these snapshots, right? So to capture the snapshots, the basically what we wanted to do is we want to basically capture this array, right? So array, and we also wanted to know what is the index, right, for that snapshot, like snapshot 0, snapshot 1, snapshot 2, correct? So which is the best data structure for this? It is list. So we will create list of hash maps, right? So I'll show you how it will look like, right? So this is how our list of hash maps will look like internally, right? So this is for example, this is our snapshot 0, right? Snapshot 0, for example, this is our snapshot 1. This is actually list node, right? So what is this? This is a list node, right? So each list node will have a hash map, right? Why we are using hash map of integer comma integer? We are capturing that array into that hash map, right? And why hash map? Because hash map is very fast. When you do the get and put, it is very fast, right? It is almost constant time. That's why we have used hash map there. So we will create a list of hash map, right? List of versions, and we will maintain each snapshot like S0, then S1, then this is snapshot 2, then this is snapshot 3, and so on, right? Snapshot 3, like this. And what happens is, in the beginning, so this you got it clear, right? These are the list nodes basically, right? So now in the beginning we will have only this first snapshot, right? First snapshot we will start here, right? You have only one node here, correct? Only one node, this node. So when you take a snapshot, when you have that snap method is there, right? Snap method. So when you have this snap method, what we do is we will create a brand new node here for new hash map, right? This snap method, we will create a brand new node here, and this way, and we will just it means that we have taken snapshot of this previous node now, right? So whatever next operations, we will do it on this node basically, in on this hash map. So if we have taken a snapshot, so we have this as a current snapshot now, right? So whenever we want to set something, set index, like set any index values of the array, we will set it on this object. We will not touch this, we will not touch this, right? We will not touch this. This is a snapshot you already took. Now you cannot touch this. If you want to change something, you will work on your current snapshot, right? This is your current snapshot basically. So that is what you will work on, correct? So this is what it works, correct? So you got this idea how the snapshot will work, right? So now you took snap, you have this current snapshot. Now next time, again you are taking a snap, right? You are again calling a snap method. So what happens, next time you will take a snapshot, you will create a brand new node here. Now this node you cannot touch anymore. Now you cannot touch this, you cannot do any operations on this node. I mean to say any update or change operations, right? So now you created a brand new node. This one is your current snapshot now. which you can actually work and you can change something here, right? This is a current snapshot. For example, you want to change something in the array, you will change it here, right? This previous you cannot change basically, right? Because that snapshot you already took, right? It's already taken. So here you will work. This is basically something similar to the version control systems that software engineers work, right? So whenever you are working on your, let's say, any of your current branches, then you work on current branch, right? Not on the previous like branches, basically like this, right? So you can consider it something like a version control system. So you have a current copy of your array here, right? So you work on this. um, so this is how we will implement it. So we will create a list of map objects, and since we have a list, when you want to find out any snapshot, you can just do list. Like, let's say if I want to find out the 0th snapshot, right? The 0th means first snapshot. I can just get it like this in the list, right? Get 0 means it will give me this snapshot, correct? If I do get 1 here, it will give me this snapshot that I have taken here, correct? So this is the way we can implement this code in Java using list of hash maps. So that is the data structure we will create. So now I will show you the Java code. Now you have completely understood the uh, how data structure we will implement. So it will be easy for you to understand the code now. Code itself is not that much big. So this is our snapshot array class. We will create list of versions, which is a list of hash maps, right? Map of integer comma integer. Why integer comma integer? This is the index and this is the value, right? It is basically, this map will hold the array, right? Because we want to take snapshot of the array, correct? Array. So that's why it is a list of maps. So this is our constructor. What we will do is we will first create a list of versions here, which is basically array list, and we will start with adding one brand new hash map, correct? For the first time you have to have some hash map there, right? So that you can do some operations on it. So this is the first time. So now in the set method, you want to set some index, some value, right? Basically for that array. So what you do is you get the latest snapshot, basically, correct? So let me just show you here. So what we are doing is, here we will get the latest snapshot that we are working on, basically, right? How we will get it? List of versions dot size minus 1. It will give us the latest snapshot, right? Snap id, and then we go to the list. We will get that snapshot by using get snap id, and we will just put that index and value, right? Why put? Because it gives us the hash map, because our list contains hash map objects, correct? So this is how we will do the set method. So clear, right? uh, Now after that, the snap method, right? When you want to take a snapshot, so how will you take a snapshot? So what you will do is you will first create a brand new hash map. You will insert that into your list of version, right? So that you can, whenever next time you will work on this brand new hash map, right? So that you will never touch the previous versions, correct? So that's why, for that reason, we will first create this brand new hash map. We'll add it to our list, correct? And what we have to return? We have to return the number of times the snap method called -1. That is what we have to return. But how we will implement in our case? We will implement like this, right? List of version dot size -2, right? So why we are doing it like this? So I'll show you. So here, let's say this is the first snap method, right? First snap method. So what you will return here when you call first snap method? We calling it 1 first time, so 1 minus 1, you will return 0, right? Next snap method is this one, right? Next snap method is this one. So what we will return? This is second time we are calling 2 minus 1, we will return 1 here. Right? So basically, when you are looking at this one, what we have done is, in our implementation, is we are actually first creating this brand new hash map, right? So now our list size become 3, total list size become 3. So we have to do like a -2 here, right? So that we get 1, right? So that's why we are doing -2 there, right? So this is how snap method will work. Now this one is little interesting method more, right? Get method. So we know the index, we know the snap ID, and we want to get the value for that specific index in that snap ID. So now what we will do here is we will start looping in the for loop with the current snap ID that we are getting in this method, right? I will start at that snap ID. We will do I minus minus, we will go towards 0, right? And we will check if we have our hash map, our current snap that we are looking at, does it have the index key available there? Means, does it have that value in that map, right? If it does not have the value, it will go to the previous snapshot, correct? And it will keep looping it, and it will keep looking into it until it finds it, right? If it never find that index value, then it will return 0. It means that you never found it. So even if you don't find it in your current snapshot, you will still try to find it out in your previous snapshots, correct? So this is important. If you don't implement it like this, your test cases will not work, right? So this is an important thing, that you don't find it in your current snapshot. For example, I'll just remove all these colors, so I'll explain you more. So let's say we have taken a snapshot of this one. Now we cannot change it now, right? This thing. Now this is our current version or current array that we are working on, right? Now we are looking at one index. Let's say our index we are trying to find out is, let's say 2, right? Now 2 value is not present here, but it might be present in the previous versions, right? So we will keep looking into previous version for that index. We'll try, if we find it here, no, then we'll go back, we'll try, we'll find it here, no. If we never find, we'll return 0. If we find, we'll just return that value, correct? That is what we are doing here basically. So this is the way you can implement this important coding problems using list and a hash map, right? Snapshot array, Leetcode 1146, a medium complexity problem. So let us test this with couple of examples, make sure this works. So this is one example. We will just first run, and then we will this is another, like this is different than the first example. So we are getting correct answer here. We can test their example. This is the first example. So as you can see, we are getting correct answers here, right? Now if we again want to call get here, right? Let's try to call a get here, and again 0, 0. If we want to call it on get on the 1, 0, then we should get, let's see. So we are getting 0 here because index is 1 and snapshot is 0. So we can try index is snapshot is 1 and index is 0. So now we should get 6, right? Snap ID to have value from 0 to 0 only. Oh, snap ID can only have value from 0 to 0. Okay. So we can still do a get here, sorry, set here. We'll set this 0th value to 8, and then we will try to get that value again, right? So let us try that. Get the value 0 to 0, right? Okay. So it is still giving us 5, which is the correct answer, because the value we are still getting 5 because we are still looking into our get method takes index and snap ID, right? So index is 0, snap ID is 0. So now we can check the snap ID as 1 here, right? Because we have already we have to take a snap actually, right? Then we can call the snap ID. So we will take a snap here, right? after get we will take one snap here, and then we can get the first snap, right? So snap we are taking, when we are taking a snap we have to pass a empty array here, and then we have to so we take a snap. So now, yeah, now let us try with the first one. Correct. So now see, we have taken a second time snapshot, right? And then we are trying, we set it 0th value to 8, but for second time snapshot we have set it to 6, the 0th value, right? So that's why when we get it for the first snapshot, first index snapshot, we are getting 6, which is the correct answer, right? So now what we have done is we have this array, right? So the for the first like 0 was 5 in the first time, then in this snapshot we have changed 0 to 6, right? So when we are calling it here, what we took a snapshot, so now we have another array here, right? So when we are calling and checking 0th index value for this snapshot, we are getting 6, which is the correct answer, right? Here we are calling get on first snapshot, like snapshot with index 1, right? Index 0 and snapshot 1, I'm sorry about it. So 6 is correct answer. So our code is working fine. We can just go ahead and submit this code to the Leetcode. So our code got accepted by Leetcode. It is 73% faster on the performance side compared to other submissions, and it is 46% faster on the memory usage, which is a pretty good solution to solve this problem. So we have used a list of hash maps to solve this snapshot array problem, one very important coding problem on Leetcode. I hope you completely understood this problem with the explanation and with these examples. If you are new to this channel has a dedicated playlist for Leetcode problems. You will find lots of helpful videos on this channel using which you can do your programming, coding interview preparation, Java interview preparation. For example, in the Leetcode playlist on this channel, you will find more than 250 different varieties of coding problems solved and explained. Many of those coding problems are previously asked coding interview questions by big tech companies including Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo, Lyft, Uber, LinkedIn, Netflix, and many others. Among those solved coding problems, you will find all important coding questions varieties that you can expect in the coding interviews. Check out the videos, you will learn a lot there. You will learn a lot regarding Java programming, data structures, algorithms, how to implement different logical approaches using Java, how to solve different coding problems using Java. So check out the videos. If you like this video, if you find this video helpful, if this video has helped you in understanding this snapshot array problem in an easier and better way with this explanation, examples and Java code, then please give it a thumbs up to the video, give it a like to the video, subscribe to the channel. Your subscription is very important for the channel. Some people find it difficult to solve different coding problems. Through this channel, we would like to help them by showing them how different coding problems can be solved using different data structures, different algorithmic techniques, and using Java programming language. So they can also watch these videos and learn from these videos more about problem solving, Java programming, data structures, algorithms, and how to use different computer science techniques to approach and solve different coding problems. Uh, Whenever we come across any important coding problems, we create videos on this channel so that we can discuss more about the problems, the logic, the approaches, and the Java solutions with others. So others can also learn by watching these videos more about problem solving and Java programming. So if you like this video, if you find this video helpful on these channels, if the videos are helping you learning something new, more about Java programming, data structures, algorithms, problem solving, logic building, then please write into the comments of these videos. Tell us about it, how the videos are helping you in your learning process. Your comments are very valuable to us. That increases our motivation to create more such good quality content for others. So comment on the videos, tell us about it, how the videos are helping you. If you like this video, share this video with your friends and colleagues. Give it a like also. So your friends can also watch these videos. They can also learn from these videos. I'll put the Java solution code in my GitHub account and give you the link in the video description where you can check out the Java code, play with the Java code with different test cases. So you will learn more how the snapshot array works. Keep coding, keep learning, keep solving different varieties of problems. And thanks for watching this video.